New details have emerged this morning about a disturbing incident at an Omaha high school. Investigators say a second teen is in custody in connection with an alleged sexual assault at Westside High School. The suspects are 14 and 15-year-old boys. The 14-year-old was already facing a forcible sexual assault charge in juvenile court. The 15-year-old, believed to be the lookout, now faces an accessory charge. As it stands, both teens are being tried as juveniles.